Running on empty. What is endurance? It's a question every runner faces at some point. Endurance is a runner's best friend. It's the invisible force that keeps you going when your body wants to quit. It is the ability to run for a long time without getting tired. Imagine running mile after mile, feeling strong and capable. Think of it as your stamina on the track. The more you build it, the longer and faster you can run. Without it, you will struggle to reach the finish line. Every step will feel like a battle. Building endurance takes time and effort. It's not something that happens overnight. It requires consistent training and dedication, but the rewards are worth it. Crossing that finish line, feeling the rush of accomplishment, makes all the hard work pay off. Endurance helps you run farther and faster. It's the key to unlocking your full potential as a runner. It also makes running feel easier overall. The more you train, the more enjoyable running becomes. When you train for endurance, you improve your body's ability to use oxygen efficiently. This is crucial for long-distance running. This means you can run longer without feeling out of breath. Your body becomes more efficient, and you feel more in control. Endurance is not just about speed, it's about lasting power. It's about being able to keep going, no matter the distance. Whether you are training for a 5K or a marathon, endurance is key. It's the foundation of every successful run. Finding your footing. The importance of a baseline. Establishing a baseline is the first step in any training journey. Before you start training for endurance, you need to know where you stand. This is crucial for setting realistic goals and tracking progress. This means figuring out your current running baseline. It's not just about how far you can run, but also how you feel during and after your runs. A baseline is simply your current fitness level. It's a snapshot of your present capabilities. It's how far and how fast you can run right now. Knowing this helps you avoid overtraining and injuries. To establish your baseline, track your runs for a week or two. Consistency is key to getting an accurate measure. Write down how far you run and how long it takes. Include details like weather conditions and your energy levels. Pay attention to how you feel during and after your runs. Are you exhausted or energized? This feedback is invaluable. This information will help you create a training plan that suits your current abilities. Tailoring your plan to your baseline ensures steady progress. Don't worry if your baseline seems low. Everyone starts somewhere. The important thing is to recognize your starting point and build from there. The important thing is to have a starting point. This is your foundation for improvement. Once you have a baseline, you can start gradually increasing your mileage and intensity. Celebrate small victories and stay motivated by tracking your progress. Slow and steady wins the race. The 10% rule. One of the biggest mistakes new runners make is increasing mileage too quickly. They often feel the excitement and adrenaline, pushing themselves beyond their limits. This can lead to injuries and burnout, causing setbacks that can be discouraging and demotivating. The 10% rule is a safe and effective way to prevent this. It encourages a gradual increase in your running routine. The 10% rule states that you should only increase your weekly mileage by 10% each week. This methodical approach helps in building endurance and strength. So if you run 10 miles this week, you should only run 11 miles next week. This small, manageable increase is key to long-term success. It may seem like a small increase, but it makes a big difference in injury prevention. Stretching and warming up are also crucial components. Your body needs time to adapt to the stress of running. Proper recovery and post-run stretches help in muscle repair and growth. Increasing mileage gradually gives your muscles, bones, and tendons time to adjust. This adaptation is essential for avoiding overuse injuries. This reduces your risk of getting sidelined by an injury. Following the 10% rule ensures you stay on track and enjoy your running journey. Going the distance. The power of long runs. Long runs are an essential part of any endurance training plan. These are runs that are significantly longer than your usual runs. Long runs help you build both physical and mental endurance. During a long run, your body learns to store and use fuel more efficiently. Your muscles adapt to handle prolonged effort. Mentally, long runs teach you to push through fatigue and stay focused. To incorporate long runs, schedule one day a week for a run that's longer than your other runs. Start with a distance that's comfortable for you and gradually increase it over time. Remember the 10% rule. Section 5. Finding your rhythm tempo runs for endurance. Tempo runs are another effective way to improve your endurance. These are runs at a comfortably hard pace, also known as your lactate threshold. This is the pace you can sustain for an extended period without slowing down. Tempo runs help your body become more efficient at clearing lactate, a byproduct of exercise that can cause fatigue. By training at this pace, you teach your body to work harder for longer. To incorporate tempo runs, warm up with a light jog, then run at your tempo pace for 20 to 40 minutes. Cool down with a light jog or walk. Tempo runs should be challenging but controlled. Section 6. Pushing your limits interval training for runners. Interval training involves alternating between periods of high-intensity effort and rest or low-intensity recovery. This type of training is highly effective for boosting both speed and endurance. High-intensity intervals push your body to its limits, forcing it to adapt and become stronger. The recovery periods allow you to catch your breath and prepare for the next interval. You can incorporate interval training by running at a fast pace for a set distance or time, then resting or jogging slowly for a recovery period. Repeat this cycle several times. There are countless variations of interval training, allowing you to customize your workout. Section 7. Rest, your secret weapon. Rest and recovery are just as important as your runs themselves. When you run, you create microscopic tears in your muscles. Rest allows your body to repair these tears and rebuild stronger. Without adequate rest, you risk injury, fatigue, and burnout. Listen to your body and don't be afraid to take a day or two off if you're feeling sore or tired. Active recovery, such as light walking or stretching, can also be beneficial on rest days. It promotes blood flow and helps reduce muscle soreness. Section 8. The long game: patience and consistency in running. Building endurance takes time and consistency. There are no shortcuts. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Stick with your training plan and celebrate small victories along the way. Remember, every run builds upon the last. The more consistently you train, the stronger you will become. Over time, you will notice that you can run farther and faster with less effort. So lace up your shoes, get out there, and enjoy the journey. Endurance running is a marathon, not a sprint, and with patience and dedication, you can achieve your goals.